Attended the waste management, which comes under my purview. I always get a notice. I attended this on Wednesday, November 16th. The meeting was at 3 o'clock. It was conducted by Denise Driehaus, and I went down and I learned more about landfills than you can imagine. There was a lot of information about landfills, but one of the things that it did concern me was in the course of the meeting, they talked about Whitewater Township. And a couple of people have come up to me and talked to me about the property 5114, State Route 128, because it's a heavily traveled route, and there is a dump down there that is expanding as we speak. And what makes this dump, it's an open sewer is what it is. Everything is just dumped. Maybe some of you have seen it. And then we've got the American flag stuck right, in the middle of it. And so I don't know what message Mr. Pruitt, who owns the land, is trying to send to us. But according to the sources that I have talked to, there is no water, light, or sewer. It's just a common dumping ground. And I wrote Denise Driehaus, and I sent a copy of the letter to the sheriff, Charlene McGuffey, and to Cindy Abrams, because this has been going on now for almost a year.
More than that.
I mean, it is disgusting. And, I did call down to Whitewater Township, but I get an answering machine. And then the people who, have complained, who have businesses down there in 128. And what I learned at the meeting was that there's no zoning at, in Whitewater Township. And I don't care.
And they wonder why they have development issues.
That's right. And now they could say, well, it's none of your business, Fran Romweber from North Bend. But when you have to take a look at this disgusting open sewer, and that's exactly what it is, then it's everybody's business. And I wrote the letter accordingly, and I said that I expect Denise Driehaus, you're the commissioner. She conducted a very efficient meeting. But somebody's got to take a handle on this, because enough is enough. We're not going to stand for it any longer, especially when what made it so ironic at this meeting is sitting through hours of landfill, and the landfills have very stringent restrictions. I learned that. And down here at this dump, there's no restrictions, and it's pitiful, and it's really it's embarrassing.
It's a garbage dump is what it is.
Right.
It's a garbage dump.
Where is this on?
Oh, you can't miss it.
It's on the right or the left?
On the
It's
left,
on-
if you're going,
Yes,
take here and
brothers.
turn right on 128, it's about a mile or two down on the left-hand side.
Right past Morgan, but is that where
I
people
think it's
are
right
living?
near
It's
that
past
drive-through
Silly-
is.
Oh.
Silly Lane. It's-
Is that where the trailer is?
Right there. You can't
There's a
miss it.
trailer up there.
Oh, there's all kinds of
I
things.
just thought somebody lived
Everything.
there.
It's not a dump though, right? That's where people live, right?
That's
So-
ugly.
It looks like a garbage
Yeah,
dump.
but yeah, just to clarify, yeah.
Yeah, there's people that live there.
And that's what I was worried about when we were talking about.
Maybe they're getting money for people to dump there, I guess.
But you know what the irony of it is, right near there is we are a We Thrive community, and I'm just thinking, oh my God.
Well, you ever seen that show Hoarders?
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Yeah.
It's a hoarding location.
You know,
I've been there for over 30 years.
What's that?
I know the people that live there. Pruitt's,
Yes,
yes, they're terrible.
well,
I mean, it's-
Mr. Pruitt has to have a
You
couple
wouldn't believe what goes on
Well, just
there.
like we had, the EPA or whatever, you would think that there's some leverage somewhere. I know there's no zoning, but
Well, you can't have a nuisance, I mean,
oh, this is a nuisance.
This
Yeah.
is a serious nuisance.
I think there was even a fire. You can tell like one half of like what's left of a camper was, burned.
Well, Mike, did you copy anybody from Whitewater Township?
Cindy Abrams, she's head
No,
of
she's
29.
she's state representative. I'm
Yeah.
talking about anybody from Whitewater Township.
I
And the
copied
trustees.
everybody I could. The sheriff, I sent it directly down to her. The only person I didn't, maybe the Board of Health, but somebody has to take a handle on this.
And this is the same, and these are the same townships, Whitewater, Crosby, and Harrison Township, right, the three? That don't pay a dime for police, and have never paid a dime for police.
And I was gonna ask Sergeant Carney today, do you get any calls down there, or, what's going on? Because,
Well, he was able to arrange to get the health department to go over to the Tish's
But we also
property.
have ordinances and zoning and
Yeah.
everything else
But-
that they're
no,
not
but
in
that
compliance
wasn't a
with.
zoning issue, that was a health department.
Yeah, but
issue.
we also have zoning issues and that nuisance and everything else that we've,
But I'm saying, shouldn't somebody from the health department be concerned about that?
if someone
then?
wants to
If
call the
it's
health
so-
department, I would see why they wouldn't be going there, because
But
especially,
you said you didn't.
I don't know if young people live there, if there's any young kids that live there.
I don't know anymore, but you know, that family's known, I know when the police used to go there before, not one cop would go by himself. They'd have to have a group of them go.
Were they weaponized? Are they weaponized?
They're just, they would do anything. I mean, you don't wanna be there by yourself with them, I do know that. You know, they even got an uncle that's a lawyer that lives right up here off of Shady Lane. But them people are bad news.
Well, something has to be done.
Well, that's until Fran got
Fran,
involved, now Fran's
Fran just sends a
involved.
letter, you know,
Maybe there's trees over there?
Do you remember
Max
what
is
that
comment
man
about no tree is safe around here, no wings in my ear. I know that.
When you said you started copying, just whoever you could copy, like she's like President Biden.
Nothing would get done there, but you know, we'll save that for another time, but I know, I will make sure that my Fran letter gets sent to the Board of Health,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to follow up with Denise Driehaus.
Yeah.
Denise Driehaus is a very, very good commissioner, and she runs a very, very good, meeting, and so I'm going to follow up with her and say, help us, at least get the American flag out of that dump. Dear God.
I was gonna tell you, I have a health department contact
Wonderful.
we met with when we went to the Tish property. I can send you his information.
Absolutely, I would enjoy that.
Secretary of Defense.
Right.
All right, maintenance, Joe.